Today is August 30th, 2012, which means the opening day of college football for the 2012 college football season. And the biggest game of the night will take place in Nashville, Tennessee, between the Vanderbilt Commodores and Steve Spurrier's South Carolina Gamecocks. I'm Dan Harrelson, and to talk about this game tonight to kick off this season is a couple guys from the College Football Quest whose their goal is to see every college football stadium a game played inside each college football stadium when it's all said and done. But it's Al Botta and Jarrett Singer. How are you guys doing today?
Hey, Dan, doing pretty good. We're good. How are you?
Pretty well. So I take it you guys just touched base in Nashville. So what's the game plan for today?
Well, we like I said, just arrived here, and I guess we'll do our normal stuff. We like to take a look at the campus and the town and check things out, and maybe spend some money and support the local economy before, of course, heading over to what I guess is called Vanderbilt for the tailgate for the game.
So have you seen any Carolina fans yet? Is a lot of people out there yet?
Actually, we've seen quite a bit. Actually, it seems like the Gamecock fans are a little bit more ready than the Commodore fans at this point.
Well, that seems to be no surprise. What do you guys think about this game? A lot of people, I wouldn't say a lot, but there's a handful of people out there that say Vanderbilt, coming off that bowl season in Franklin's first year, could pull off the upset tonight. I don't agree with that. But what are your thoughts on tonight's game?
I think Vandy can keep it close for into the third quarter. But I think as the game goes on, Lattimore is just going to wear down that Vandy defense, and it may get to the point where the final score might be a little bit more lopsided than it's played. But it's tough for me to see a way that Vandy wins the game. I certainly think that they can keep it close into the second half. They've been a drastic improvement over the last year's performance. The team's got to be that much better. I don't know what the number was, but like under 100 yards or something they had. And the total offense was a real low number. So they really need to improve over last year's performance to have a chance.
And I think... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think the issue may be what the Vandy offense against the South Carolina defense, and then what Vandy's offense is able to do to control the ball against South Carolina's front. Vandy's going to have to possess the ball to really give themselves a good shot, and that may be a bit of a struggle.
Well, that's actually what I was about to bring up. It's just interesting to see Coach Franklin give up calling the plays on Monday, I believe it was. He's going to let, I guess, his official OC call the plays during the game. I thought that was kind of odd, like the Monday of game week on a Thursday night game.
Well, I guess it's only on if it's the announcement that comes on that day. If they made the decision that day, then I would agree with you. But I tend to think that those decisions are made well ahead of time, and then they time the announcement of it, strategically for some reason or another. I just think that to make the Spurrier's defensive coordinator think that they can do something different than last year or in the past.
That's very true. And speaking of that, Ellis Johnson no longer there. Of course, he's head coach at Southern Miss. So it should be interesting to see Vandy's offense, like you guys stated, and against the new defensive front for the Gamecocks. But last question: how many rushing attempts do you think Lattimore gets? I want to go with about 24 or 25. I'll go 24 attempts tonight.
It depends on how healthy he is.
Right.
At this point, right? And the game's in hand or not. But I'd say you're about right. You're probably in the low to mid 20s carries. Yeah, I mean, Spurrier's had a tendency to rely on his defense at South Carolina. I don't think that things are going to change very much this year. At least not always. I think maybe when he gets
plans are tonight with what's going to go on with the Nashville atmosphere, and what games are you guys hitting up throughout the 2012 season?
Okay, so, well, tonight I guess we've got a couple of local, we'll try and meet up with as many local fans as possible. We've got a couple guys that are going to meet up here at the tailgate, and I guess maybe meet up afterwards and then go take us somewhere local. We're really not as familiar with Nashville as we probably should be, but we've done some research. We're essentially located hotel-wise, so, and it seems nothing small enough, probably the wrong word, but you can get around here and you're walking, so we'll get to see as much as possible. And in terms of the games, we've got this game on the schedule, obviously, for here, and then we've got Nebraska the last weekend of September. We've got Wake Forest on a Thursday night late in October, followed by Florida in Florida the first weekend of November, and then the last game of the year is Ole Miss on the 10th of November.
Well, I think that's awesome. You guys are going around checking out H college football stadium. It's pretty good stuff, and of course, you guys are going to come out with a book on that, so it should be a pretty good read.
Yeah, we're getting prepared for that. Actually, so we just re-released and updated our website, which I guess is we do a lot of game reports and game trip summaries on there, which I guess will be highlights of what you'll see our book eventually. So that's super for us this year, and some book ideas coming along. As we had discussed in the past, common friend, common acquaintance who wrote a book that thought was a really great read, which turned out well for him, and I think other people have enjoyed it. So I think that people will look forward to reading a book like this, especially if we actually hit all the stadiums, which we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in 20 years, Dan, if we survive. But in the interim, you can check out our trip reports, some pictures, and all about what we're doing at collegefootballplus.com.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to try to get up with you guys in Oxford for that Ole Miss Vandy game, so I'm looking